Okay.
Somil, please introduce, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Today we have Dr. Rahul Katarya. Professor Katarya is a distinguished professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at Delhi Technological University. Professor Katarya is a trailblazer in the field of technology and innovation, with over 3,000 Google Scholar citation, a testament to his profound contributions to research and academia. Dr. Kataria has proudly represented India on global platform as a member of the Asia Pacific Artificial Intelligence Association AAIA. His visionary approach is reflected in his patents, including an autonomous operating surface water robot and intelligent autonomous rover for plant disease detection, both of which exemplify the fusion of technology and societal impact. Sir has been recognized and rewarded by prestigious organizations such as Stanford University, IEEE, and elsewhere for his outstanding contributions. Additionally, his role in organizing international seminars has fostered global collaboration and knowledge sharing in cutting edge domains. Today, we are privileged to have Dr. Kataria with us, and we eagerly look forward to his insights. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Dr. Rahul Kataria. Sir, please.
Yes. Uh, Very good evening to you all. And thank you, NIT Delhi, especially Dr. Shelly Sachdeva and all the uh, faculty, staff, and students. So today I will take a topic. I hope now can you see just a second. I'm just sharing my PPT is visible. Can you please
Yes,
cross fill?
Professor, visible. Yes, Professor,
Yes,
you're
sir. Yes, it is visible.
Okay, okay, okay. So once again, I'm very thankful to the NIT Delhi to give me a chance to talk in this important program. So this topic is the related to the deep learning and the healthcare. So I will discuss first some my research, what we are doing, and what exactly the healthcare and how the machine learning and deep learning is there for the doctors. So w- I will give you a short snap of what's the status of deep learning and the AI in the healthcare. So this is my profile, as you are aware of, and we have a big data analytics and web intelligence lab, and here we are associated with the people around the world and from the India as well. That we are associated with the various real projects in the area of AI, big data analytics, social network analysis, computational intelligence, disaster management, and the pollution. So we are associated with various projects in that. So this is my, you can say, just a sec. Yes, it is visible. So
Yes, sir. Yes.
yeah. So this is just a short overview that how I have represented and selected in various forms internationally. And recently, I was in Greece in December. The government invited me for the as an expert speaker in that. And in this year, I was there in Bulgaria and the UK. As they in the especially in healthcare, in the UK, the people, the doctors are worried about that whether they should adapt the AI in their field or not. So this is my team. You can see the Dr. Lokesh is working in the area of social networks. So these are the people which are working and are still working and associated with us in the form of as a research group. And Dr. Garima Gupta is in the USA right now, and she worked in the area of recommender system, fruit and wine recommender system, and healthcare analytics. That Dr. Kansha is there. Dr. Anjum worked in the area of hate speech, and Vinay Dubey that did in the area of flood prediction. Madhuri Yadav, uh, she's working in the area of web text summarization, and Dr. Rahul Chandra, and I will share the information that today in our university was the convocation. So Dr. Rahul and Dr. Anjum received the PhD degree. Kanath is working in the area of healthcare analytics, especially in autism. Himanshu is working in the area of IoT and blockchain. Some of the projects that are just a sec. Yes, these are the some of the projects that we worked on with the government. That National Supercomputing Mission you are aware of. That is, it is a uh, very reputable research project that was launched by Honorable Prime Minister. So in that category, I am the nodal officer of this NSM, and I am working in that direction that from the North Indian part who serve with the institute that is a private or government, they will be benefited through the supercomputers. So we are planning to launch and deploy in my university in DTU Delhi. So related to that, in that we uh, gave the overview and 1 week in the training program to the faculty and the students. Another part we did with the DST, that was a project we completed, and in this project, as Dr. Shelly was also there, and we completed very successfully, and we helped in that situation when the pandemic was there. The target was the how we can help the tourists whenever the pandemic situation was there, to get help in a real time mode, that where was the most vaccinated the people, and which state and which zone is very at a stake or free, something like that. So we tried to give a solution to the government. So I'm also involved with the, not from the government, but also the private, that is Samsung. We did experiments in the field of wearable devices. So in the coming time, you will see the cameras in the phone that they will detect the skin, whatever, whenever you have a skin of teenage and the middle age or old age people, that they are categorized, and what type of rashes the people mostly have, then they categorize based upon that, like acne and all. So this is the patent which from my lab we designed. In the right hand one, you can see this is a plant disease detection and weed control device which we designed in our lab, and this one we got this year. In this patent, you can imagine that we include the people, the students uh, from the electronics to the mechanical and the computer science people. And the left hand one is the one where the this is a rover that it basically float on the water, and it will collect the the oil and the garbage and the other part, so that it will clean the environment. So it is still in the pipeline to for a granting purpose. So these are the some actual designing and getting the patents. So this is my university, the legacy. You can see you are aware of that. This is my the picture of my university and from where I belong. And this is a quote which I always prefer to discuss, that machines, we are living in the era that where machines are there and we have to live with these machines. So AI is just, you are aware of, I will not go much more in detail. This AI is what it is, a artificial mind which we are expecting, but just I will give you the idea that deep learning machine and AI, these are the part. And I will not take much more in detail because already you have covered this. I will discuss that there are types of AI that we are living. The first category is the reactive machine. That AI is they are not having a particular memory, because nowadays we have the machines, they have some memory, then they, based upon the memory, they take action. But reactive machines is the category where very simple task we have to give. Limited memory machines are those which are basically having some memory, some specific and to the point actions are there. Mind theories are the machines that are based upon that, where are they are able to understand the feel, you can say the understanding of human is there. And we are living in the era of self-awareness, where the machines are trying to cope up with the surrounding environment based upon the context information. Context, you can understand the information where the the position, the location, and the temperature, the pressure, and the surrounding environment is playing an important role. So driverless car is an example of this. So these are the some you can say the patterns of AI, where you can feel the AI, because we are moving towards the deep learning part. So we are just analyzing that these are the part of approach. So what are the main use of AI? That this is the clear picture in which you can see that uh, prediction is always there whenever you are using the deep learning and machine learning part. So the prediction part is always there. So if you are going through the uh, text to speech, like or a speech to text, like Alexa and Siri, so you can see that these are the some good examples of AI. And we are also working in the area of NLP, where we are totally concerned about the how the pitch of the volume of the speaker, whosoever is saying something. So you can find out that the person is introvert, extrovert, or not in good mood, so so the personality is based upon the voice, and even the eye people and the facial expression. So I will give you more example in coming time. So main use you are aware of. I will not take much more in it, because I'm just giving you a general overview that I know in this type of program you have already covered, but I'm giving you some base so that we can talk and understand much more in detail. So main use you are aware of, that virtual to the business, to the education, to the commercial, to the health. And this is the snapshot of AI which we can discuss in the application one. So how that actually a machine learning, those who are in a coding part, they can understand that you have the data we have to train with the training and testing point of view. And because why we need a model, because whenever you ask a question from a student, for example, they will give a very blunt answer, that so because the data is very limited, then that's why we are using a machine learning. And if we have a large amount of data, the big volume of data, then we will do deep learning. Yes, of course, that's the point of right. But why we need a model and why we need such type of analysis, that which algorithm and which model will be best for our data? Definitely the first is to understand a which type of data you have, plus how many features are available in particular data, and and how much you're training your data, and what type of objectives you are planning to fetch out from this data. So this is the objective of that. You can see in the figure that, because algorithm is what, these are the some instructions that you are putting in that model, and they are behaving whatever you are expecting, whatever you are planning. So uh, these are the, if I start with the machine learning, for example, I'm not I, this is a baby step towards the deep learning. So this is the machine learning, because you are aware of why we are using machine learning, or why, when we have to use the deep learning. So if I say in summarized way that machine learning is what these are the algorithms which are working on various on a limited features. If you have, so we have very limited data, and definitely this supervised and unsupervised nature is there, then definitely we are using the machine learning. So how and why we are using the machine learning? So first, when we have a data, then first we define the problem, like what you want to do with the data, whether you are predicting something when you have a health data. So predicting that patient will be affecting with this type of cancer, or some type of asthma, and some whatever be the images you have. If you have a video, then you will plan something that this can be the next action. For example, sports analytics is there, and the online coach will try to understand, like in a football and social game, then they plan, they analyze that what will be the next action of that particular X or Y or Z, that is the sports person. Or whether you want to classify something like, so I know that you all are aware of why, but I'm giving a core concept why and how you are planning to apply machine learning. And clustering you are aware of. So you plan something first of all in your mind whenever you have data, then you plan something for collection to prepare. So you have the labeling, label data or unlabeled data, then you apply various techniques. Uh, then you, now third condition is that you plan something. Now I have to apply this support vector machine. For example, you have to apply uh, you have to do a particular apply a decision tree, something like that. So you have something like that. So after that, the model is there, then you have to uh, apply the uh, the training of that particular model. You have to apply the feeding of the data, because you have to train your model, so that your model will give the results according to your requirements. When your model is trained, now you will go with the evaluation part. So you have various MAE, so accuracy, precision, and NMSE. So there are lots of evaluation matrices are there. So RMSE. So you have to apply, you have to check that whether the model, whatever we have designed, is up to the mark, up to the our control or not. And then we will go to the whatever the parameters we have set, we will try to optimize those. And finally, if all the points are going in our control, in our according to our the things whatever you have planned, then we deploy and monitor. So you can see that these are the steps which we if we are okay with these, then definitely the data will increase. You will apply the same thing to the deep learning. So I gave you the I know you already seen this the algorithm and other parts of in your in recent sessions, but just I summarizing that how and why and where you are applying those approaches. So you are aware of, I will not take much time on this. So supervised as the unsupervised one, unlabeled, and the RL is there, the semi-supervised is there. So you are aware of nothing. I will not take much more time in that. So main thing is that I'm just taking a case study. You can say that a problem that how the deep learning models are analyzing the data whenever we have a good enough amount where the they have multi features, and the how autism will be you can say the rectified, and the we are trying to analyze the patients that the patient is affected with the autism or not. So I will give an example, the more clear picture that autism is a disease, neurological disorder, which basically starts from very early age. The kids where they are in a still in embryo, like 0 to 7 or 8 years. So parents are not aware of that when and will child will speak or something like that. That kid will is not social, is or she is irritated. So these are the some symptoms of autism, and how we computer science people can help the doctors. We are not I'm not saying that we are replacing the doctors, but how the parents can take an advantage of the AI to diagnose such type of neurological disorders. So uh, mm, this is a video I will not take because it is a I've already discussed in that. So Autism Day is on every year internationally. It is on the 2nd of April. The people on WHO and the UNESCO, they celebrate this day as a World Autism Day. So if autism, if I summarize it, autism is an umbrella term where there are lots of disorders, and related to speak, related to the walk, related to the understanding, related to the socializing. These are the problems. So how can we can see when a kid is very different and he or she is not um, uh, matching the personality that or he or she should be. For example, in the kid is in class one, then the kid is unable to say a, and they pronounce the vowels or a simple two words like that. So these are the some symptoms that are you can consider in the autism, and every child is different in that. So these are the some facts that are associated uh, with the autism, and most of you can say uh, the boys are more affected because of the chromosome factor rather than girls. So this type of neurological disorder is more common in boys rather than the girls. So these are the some main system which I just discussed. Why we are discussing? Just because we are collecting the features. I hope you understood that we are collecting the features so that our model can train that these are, for example, these are the delayed language singles skills and delayed movement, delayed cognitive part. Sometimes the kids which are affected with the ASD, that is autism spectrum disorder, are hyperactive. So these are the some major uh, you can say the uh, symbols that you can check that with the effectiveness ASD. So what are the causes? Some of the hereditary factors are also there. Some environmental factors are also there. So genetic part, you can the genetic the chromosome based upon, and sometimes the unknown factors are also there in whenever you are treating the patients with the and some unknown factors are very crucial, that if all above four factors are not available, then what are the other factors which were responsible? So these are the conditions that severe to the extreme level. So I was in Greece, then I gave an example that how the world mostly, especially in the Greece, that I took the data over that. Then you can see that the number of boys and the girls, and the boys are more affected with this type of disease. And if I take the data from the India, because we don't have very reliable data on that. Some of the NGOs are collecting the data with this disease. So these are the some data sources which are reliable, and but still we are not having such enough data to give some decision uh, with that. This is the data which is globally available. So how to diagnose? So we are starting capturing more features towards the analyzing the kids versus the normal kid versus the ASD affected kid. So screening is the first part, which is available sometimes with the clinic, and as well as some of the devices are also there. I will discuss with that. Some additional diagnostic evaluation is that some neurological examinations, assessments, observations, more depth related to the blood test, to the hearing test, to the pupil test. So there are lots of tests where the doctors are trying to find out what are the features and organs are behaving with that. So how machine learning and deep learning is coming into the picture when we are dealing such type of neurological disorders? So imaging is part. Yes, image processing is there. The prediction is there whether the kids are in the second year or third year, and what will be the situation in fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh year. Which type of drug will be helpful? For example, if we are giving this medicine to this kid, and how will be the situation in next coming months? So drugs is also an important factor. Monitoring to the virtual assistants, that virtual assistant is major one, where AI and especially deep learning models are mm, understanding the humans very closely. So how that you can see the apps we the relate to the if we are because nowadays mobile phones are very handy, then companies are focusing on that, how we can quickly get an idea that person or a kid is affected with the ASD or not. So you can you can in the picture you can easily see that this is the approach to understand the feature of particular kid. So they store the data and analyze they store data periodically. So these are the some features that just I discussed, the behavior to the data, to the diagnose, to the care. So these are uh, the autism part which we see. So where the robots are the where the part robots are the part where we see the first part where the deep learning is there. Here you can see this is the real picture of a particular robot and the kid. They are learning, and they start mimicry, and even they respond, and even the parents are not in their home, they are the good friends of the kids. So these are the some associations with the industry as well as university, and some they are working especially with the AI part. and some of the speech therapy, because in this part, especially when the kids are affected with the ASD, the speech therapy is also playing an important role. So how the speech therapy can help? So these are again the features. So uh, like structuring to the articulations to the language disorder. Sometimes uh, some word is starting with A that the kid is still unable to say that particular word very hardly. That that expression is very very tough to understand what exactly the he or she is trying to say. So these are the some the so why I'm showing these because these are the features where the machine learning and or deep learning models will trying to club those. So these are the some example that how that speech therapy will give a more clear picture to the ASD affected teacher, or especially the kids. So personalized learning anytime and anywhere, because the speech therapy, the robots are there. They will give you, if you if as a parent, if you are saying some word, you're teaching some word that this is bad, so you can say 10th or 20th or 50th times, but you have some limitation. But when the robot will understand that the kid is unable to fetch or unable to say this word, then the machine can talk 100 times, 200 times, that kid will understand more closely with that. Definitely the more feedback will also be there to analyze that particular kid, and the machines will understand the behavior of particular. For example, some vowels are missing in the speech. So how the tongue is there with the rolled one or something like that. So they will store the information like this. So how AI, especially the deep learning, is more closely watching the ASD1. So recently we published one paper related to the uh, part the an adaptive feature fusion technique we applied in that, and we used some biological bio-inspired algorithms in that. So in that you can see that we analyzed initially with the data, like we particles we took in that, and we calculated the fitness value, and based upon that the those values, as you are aware of, and we calculated that the optimal features of from both the algorithm. We use the PSO and the BAT, and after that we applied the adaptive feature fusion technique, and followed by the LSTM. Those, as you are of LSTM, is the feature of that. And finally, we conclude that whatever the data we received, based upon that, the kid is ASD affected or non-ASD affected. So here you see the more clear picture that these were the features that we selected. We majorly took those features which I just discussed in my previous slide, that we took only those features. For example, um, s- uh, which for example, the feature related to the uh, you can see more closely to the ASD patients. So we passed through it to these adaptive feature fusion. We took the weighted average, and we performed the some experiment with the passed it through the LSTM layer, and where we got the result. If you summarize it in a autistic is there, or the patient is non-autistic. So you can see that we uh, we use uh, the deep learning approach, and when we use some optimizations there, then we applied in this in our uh, this ASD problem. So if I summarize it in the form of AI, that how, where, and which particular features, because the if we are having good features in the data, then definitely our model will give you the more realistic prediction. Yes, someone is saying something. Yes, any question? Yes. Hello.
So no question. Please continue, sir. There is
Okay.
someone class.
Okay. So basically, nowadays, what is happening? The uh, AI apps, they are loaded with lots of models, and they are you upload the feature of the picture, and they will diagnose based upon the your eyes, and based upon the distance, your lips, and the eyebrows, and they compare with the data which they have, and based upon these feature, they give you the clear picture of that, how that particular the patient is ASD or non-ASD. So here you can see there are lots of other approach. So these are the apps which are totally using the deep learning approaches. They are they are giving the prediction in real time, and also they are storing the data, like where the kid is pointing, what is the gesture is that, where he or she is looking, and which type of game kids are playing. So you can see there are lots of feature, and based upon those features, uh, uh, these the popular apps, based upon the deep learning techniques, they are giving the clear picture that the kids, they are affected with the ASD, they are improving, or still some part is lacking. So you can see in those snapshots. Similarly, there is a early point, is a company which is using a tablet-based machine and they give you mostly whenever the kid is sitting, for example, you can see in the right hand side, you can see that when kid is sitting, and then how percentage of concentration, even the eyes movement, and the breathing, and even the sensation, and the if feeling is there. So they are storing the data, they are showing some story in the tablet. And even when parents are also there, in the second down picture you can see and when the parents are also with them, then how they are behaving. So when kid is alone, and when the parent or their friends are there, then how they are behaving. So they are also, so this type of company, they are analyzing the behavior of the kids when they are alone, and they are with this in a social environment. So these are some general approach which I just already discussed, that healthcare industry is basically in a demand in nowadays, with the help of AI especially. So how the deep learning can especially because we the data is tremendously increasing. So how especially these are the some the areas you can say that where we are still need more refinement in the in its industry. So how the AI is transforming the healthcare delivery, especially when because you can when you have a very limited data, then you can apply any machine learning approach. But when we have because some NGOs are still recording the videos and then analyzing those videos, it will not be an easy task to using the machine learning. So you can use these solutions like clinical to the operational to the workflow, and these are the some use cases that you can see other than the ASD ones, to the oncology, to the cardiology, to the radiology, to the other AI applications you can see. So these are the if I categorize those medical uh, you can say the services using the AI, then diagnose to the care to the logistics are the major one where the we as a computer science people can help the doctors. So some of the if I say the use cases of AI, then these are the some uh, institutes and universities where they are working in the direction of like the cancer diagnosis, and some of the chemotherapy is there. Then these are the university like North Carolina, the Dayton, and the UCSF. They are working very closely with the patients. So those who are working in the direction of healthcare and working in the especially in deep learning, they can associate it with themselves. Similarly, some disease progression through image processing. These are the universities which are uh, closely working with the medical institutes. So these are the growth drivers of an AI, if especially the we are saying with the deep learning that we are capturing the data, information, and knowledge, then passing through the information to the cloud environment. And nowadays, the hospital facilities are basically embedded with these uh, on-demand patient information is available. So already I have discussed that whenever you are going to apply the machine learning or a deep learning for a diagnosis, such type of features you have to taken very seriously, where the behavior information to the data analysis part, the diagnosis to the care option. So because still AI and especially the machine and deep learning are not mature enough for the healthcare industry. So these are the some the examples of startups. They are working seriously uh, with the in the area of AI. So how the AI, especially the avatars, whenever the kids are at their home, and how the especially the deep learning will come into the picture, because the monitor is on, and you can see in this image that how that if kid is in their kids are in their home, and displays there, and then whatever the action that we perform by that kid will be replicated by that avatar. So avatar, the friend which is virtually present, and will give mostly you can say the 90 to 95% uh, reliable and good answers, whatever be the that kid is expecting. So Nowadays avatars are embedded with the Siri and the Alexa, and they whenever the kid is looking for some answer, they will give you the, because these are the avatars which are uh, favorable for the ASD patients. So uh, how that eyeball movement is playing an important role. So these test results and their features are playing an important role, because ASD is just a type of neurological disease which is not totally depend upon a single uh, feature. Lots of multi features are there to particularly to the per patient, because if a particular person eyeball movement is different and some speech is good, but in another case the speech is different, eyeball is good. So there are lots of multi feature uh, tendencies there that the person or student can be there affected with that or not. So visual perception capabilities, these are the approaches which recently new Tel Aviv University proposed a method to accelerate with the analyzing the autism person with that. So these are the some stats that you can see that how the drug discovery market will create an impact with the incoming time. So just I gave you in my in today's talk that uh, we are working in the direction of designing algorithms and models, and especially I gave an example that how deep learning models can impact our healthcare industry, especially the neurological, where these are very sensitive uh, disorders. So we are still not mature enough, especially we are talking about the deep learning. So these are my some publications related to the AI, and some my achievements in terms of the field of AI. So this is you can, in the right hand side you will see the robot that I was there in Tokyo. That was the scientists are planning. They are working in this robot. They're trying to include the emotions and feelings in the robots. So robots are doing the work, but still the emotions and feelings are still lacking somewhere. So I was in there in Tokyo, that in the research lab. So these are the different uh, pictures of mine. So now the question part is that is open. So thank you all.
Professor Rahul, there are some questions into the chat box.
Okay, just a second. Yes, database which I just mentioned in my PPT. These are the some reliable one which just I mentioned, but still in India we don't have some reliable data, because but NGOs are working in this type of disorders, and is these are the data sets. The ASD related data is, yes, Kaggle is there, but these are some international reliable data sets you can see in that. And another is yes, any other question? Yes, I can show you that slide. Yeah, these are the but the main drawback related to these neurological disorders is that this schizophrenia and Alzheimer and even others also, that they are having very limited data. And main thing is that video data is very important to these, because how the children and the kids, they are behaving in daytime and nighttime, not through the weeks but for months to the years. And storing these tremendous amount of data and storing is also a challenge for the uh, research point of view. So, and still, who will store and who will monitor, and privacy point of view is there. So still, some industry is also working in that, but these are the some reliable data sources.
Hello, sir. I want to ask about the data sources.
Mhm,
As you have said that we have to record the videos of the respective children who are suffering from these kind of diseases. So I
mhm,
want to know that if a children is growing from age of 6 to 10, suppose,
mhm.
so we need to record all the data of all those years, or there is a threshold that we need a certain amount of data to work on it.
Okay, I will help in that. The main question is that, uh, first of all, uh, when and what type of data, basically, what type of data you are planning to store. For example, there is speech irregularity in a kid, and most of the time, daytime you need, because the kids are active mostly in daytime. For example, 8 to 4, 8 to 6 is a good time to record that. So in that situation, you have to store the data in such a fashion that you definitely the avoid the repetition. So similarly, if children or the particular kid is talkative when he or she is in sleep, then you need a data that basically belongs to the night time. So main thing is that you have to categorize the data, and even there is a limitation that the privacy, who will give the authority and authorization that the data should be stored or not. So still it is a challenging task, but as far as your question is concerned, that you have to fetch out the uh, uh, important features at what time you had to capture those, when the kid is uh, particular eating, taking the breakfast, and how he or she is reacting, is irritation is there, or still you need more pampering is there. So you at that time, this is the best time that kid is busy in various activities, or when the kid is at the play zone, so lots of activities are going on. Then at that time you can go with that.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, am I audible, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, actually, I've just finalized my title of my PhD, and
Mm,
I need to work in deep learning for diabetic retinopathy
mhm,
using retinal images. But
mhm.
right now, like I'm not so good in the concepts of DL and ML. Like, could you
Okay.
suggest me the roadmap how to begin with, like, so that I can do better in my like, this thing?
Okay. You, as you are saying that deep learning you're planning. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So uh, you can do like, first of all, the what you are trying to fetch out those information. Like, are you planning to diagnose early detection?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah. Early detection.
okay, so basically, there are various part like uh, you can apply this CNN. As you are aware of, CNN is also there whenever you are detecting something like
Hmm.
retinal
Hmm.
part you will capture, because in whenever the patient is with
Hmm.
diabetes,
Hmm.
then
Hmm.
retinal part is affected.
Yes.
So in that situation, that early detection and diagnosis part, then you go with the CNN part. And
Okay.
sometimes you have to severity classification is there, where
Hmm.
DL model can classify that into the mild, moderate, and severe one. Okay,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
another is the segmentation part, where the deep learning part will assist in segmenting the particular region. Like you are aware of retinal lesion part is there,
Pardon?
and retinal lesion part, or
Yeah. Yeah.
blood
Yeah.
vessel, blood vessels are also there, or
Yes. Yes. Yes.
optic discs are there. Are you
Hmm.
then you are segmenting something in a particular eye region, because you are focusing on the retinopathy, no? Or
Yeah.
finally you can go with the prediction model with these things. So I gave the idea of early detection and diagnosis, to the
Hmm.
severity, or to the segmentation. So it's your choice, but don't go with the, because you are in a very early stage, so don't go with more fixing very narrow down part, but just come to the journal part. And which deep learning algorithm mostly you can apply, just like maybe with a clear just an idea that CNN is there,
Hmm.
and transfer learning is there, and
Can we
transformers.
use GLCM also?
Again, genetic models are, you can apply. Yes, you can apply.
GLCM for feature extraction.
Yes, you can apply, but you have to take care of that features also. The
No.
CNN is used when you have to grade something. You have image based tasks are there. You will
Hmm.
apply the transfer learning when uh, the pre-trained model. These are the pre-trained models like the resonance and the efficient net. You are aware of, I think. Uh,
Hmm.
and uh, if you had to classify, then you
Hmm.
use transformers. Like just I discussed in last in my just previous one, that segmentation. You are planning to segment your eye region, like your cornea you are focusing on, or you are focusing on the nerve part. And
Hmm.
as far as so so these are the part, but main question is that which and data sets you should focus first. That's Kaggle. And
Hmm.
some of the data is in Macedor data. You are aware of
Yeah.
Macedor?
Yeah. Macedor, IPAX,
And Aptos. You are aware of
Aptos. Okay.
Aptos is there. So there are, but what challenges you will see in these data sets. First,
Hmm.
they are sometimes you feel that they are imbalanced data,
Hmm.
and scaling is there.
Hmm.
So these are the parts that you can focus on. And whenever if you are seeing that what are the current trends, if you see in the retinopathy, because
Hmm.
every healthcare PhD student is basically doing the Alzheimer, diabetic, and
Hmm.
other part. So what no the other thing you should focus on, the which I think maybe you will take it as a future scope or research challenge, like that.
Hmm.
You should include the explainable AI, XAI,
Hmm.
or federated learning,
Hmm.
and or you can integrate with the IoT and wearable devices if you are planning to go with the patents and all. So this will give you because after all, what will the benefit of your PhD? if
Hmm.
if you at least you should help the patients, or you should collaborate with any doctor or government agency, that they can, if they can provide it a uh,
The data
data.
sets.
Yes. So this the clear picture which I just gave you to the. I hope now you understood. So you
Yeah,
are PhD where?
sir, I'm doing from Punima University, Jaipur.
Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah.
So I hope you got the idea what we are
Yeah.
doing.
So
So,
could you share me your contact number so that in case any doubt I can take help from you?
yeah, yeah, I can. So you go to the my. I think they will provide you, and even I can write down
Yeah, please, sir.
uh, uh, my detail to you, and just a sec. So this is the uh, in
Thank you, sir.
yeah,
Hello. Good evening,
yeah,
sir. Can you please send your mail ID and phone number in chat box, sir, for
yeah,
further contact, sir?
yeah. Of course, I am doing that.
Hello,
Sir,
sir.
good evening, sir.
Yeah,
Hello.
good evening. Yes, good
So
evening.
myself, I am Archana, sir, from Andhra Pradesh.
Yeah,
Sir, I'm doing my research work in the autism spectrum. I mean,
yeah.
autism spectrum disorder, and also collectively, I'm doing the work in the neurodevelopmental disorders. I'm pretty much more interested in the autism and ADHD behaviors.
Mhm.
So I have collected the survey data set. It is a general data set which involves each and every detail of the participants. The
Mhm.
participants' age are in between 3 to 17.
Mhm.
So my issue is that so several work is going on in this area regarding this autism.
Mhm.
So how the future scope of this work is going to? I mean, they are searching for the influencing features, and also they are. The research is going on I mean, in a very fast way. So, if we want to take this problem statement as a PhD research work, so how do the scope of this research work, I mean, goes to? I mean, can you please suggest in which path of this problem statement can I select?
Okay. I got your idea that you are working in the direction of ASD, and you are saying that still lots of people are doing in the research in your domain, and you want more precise and more novel work in ASD
Yeah.
so that you will get more publication, very close publication, so and you will get a
Yes.
degree. Huh?
Yes, yes, sir, yes, sir. I mean, I'm quite, afraid that is the work is saturated but I'm very much interested in this area, sir. That is the problem because I'm doing my research from the last 10 years,
Okay.
including the domain work and all. Uh,
Okay. Okay, so just a second. I will give you now. Okay, I was giving writing the LinkedIn profile, but later on. Okay, uh, may your name please? Your name is V
my name is
Parma
myself Archana, sir. Archana.
Archana. Archana. Okay, Archana, you can start with the if because I'm also working in this in the autism. First is
Okay.
whether you are trying to do a early diagnosis and screening or post screening. Are you getting my
Sir,
point?
first thing is from since it is a very general data set, I want
Mhm.
to see whether the participant is fulfilling all the milestones because the participant comes from the small age to the, I mean, that is a timestamp data. I mean, from third year, we will collect all the data, whether he is fulfilling all the milestones, what a general child do. If at all he misses anything, then we will see whether the respective feature which is very influencing towards ASD is a part of this. I mean, causing. I mean, this late for the milestone. So thereby
So
we
I
will.
can.
See.
So
Yes, sir.
you want what are the future key track in the ASD that will help?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
So, so, so first you focus on the early diagnosis.
Yes,
You
sir.
focus on your data because early diagnosis will help those parents which are still looking for that how their babies still the in embryo, the babies there, they still you based upon gene prediction, the
Yes, sir.
doctors can advise. Second is, as a computer science people, as a
Yes, sir.
challenge in the ASD, you can use the multimodal data fusion.
Okay.
So because you will apply, still the people are using the a single model like CNN you're applying. Okay, but when you are using the multi-model, then
Okay.
another part you can go with the personalized intervention like that. Like you are collecting the data by going by talking each patient, or they what how you are collecting the data.
So if you are identifying the persons who are affecting, because if they are not satisfying the milestones, then they are placed in the category of further analysis. That means they are very closely monitored whether they are affecting with ASD or not.
No, I'm asking that how that basically storing or collecting the data by asking the question or taking the photographs, or means
No,
I'm
sir. By asking the question, up to now I have dealt with only the text data.
yes, but the ASD patients are, you can check their personality by seeing their face or video. Have you seen my first slide? I just put 2 3 kids over there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you have the more clear picture data, then so I will suggest that go with the image and the video data. Okay, and one more challenge which I think is there, the data this which you don't have is the data with received from the wearable devices, like if child is wearing something in head and the wearable device is storing something, this type of data is still is lacking. So you should apply some wearable device, and that will give you more clear picture. And
Okay.
you are aware of digital twin and federated learning?
Yes, sir. I'm familiar with the terminology about federated learning. That is, we,
Just I'm giving the your question was there that, sir, there is a saturation in this area, and what are the other approaches that you can apply? So I'm giving you the idea that digital twins and the explainable AI and your the federated learning you can apply in your models, then more refinement and more novel part you can receive. So I hope I have given the answers.
yes, sir. Yes,
Good,
of
good.
course.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. That is very informative. Your PPT, I mean, your lecture is.
Uh,
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I will share my LinkedIn profile to you in my chat box. If you give me permission, then
Okay, sir.
it
So
will be.
definitely, I will ping you, sir. Regarding my data set, also I have a
If
quite
you,
doubts in the, including of the features which are influencing these factors.
can you see my profile? If my screen is visible,
Yes, sir.
okay. Can you see my profile?
Sir, it is
No, sir.
just the thank you slide. It is there.
Thank you slide is seen.
You can see.
Thank you slide is shown, sir.
Okay, okay. I will also give a link of my profile so that you can connect, and you can put up the query in that. Yes. So, Dr. Shelly, any more questions?
Thank you so much, Professor Katarya.
Thank you.
In case we don't have any questions further, we would like to thank the speaker. Somil, can you please thank the speaker?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Uh, On behalf of everyone present, I extend our sincere gratitude to Dr. Rahul Kataria for his insightful lecture on deep learning classification model for healthcare. Your discussion on leveraging deep learning to revolutionize healthcare was both enlightening and inspiring. The practical application and advancements you shared have provided us with a clearer understanding of how AI can drive impactful solutions in diagnosing and addressing critical health challenges. Thank you for sharing your expertise and for delivering such a compelling session. Your knowledge and vision will undoubtedly inspire further exploration and innovation in this vital field. Thank you once again, Dr. Kataria. Thank you so much.
Thank you, especially the NIT Delhi and Dr. Shelly and her team and organizing such a wonderful program. And I am happy to be part of this program. So thank you all, and thank you all the participants. You can ask any question. I have already given my email ID and LinkedIn profile. And thank you all. Thank you, Dr. Shelly.
Thank you to the
Thank you,
speakers.
sir.
Thank you to
Thank
all
you,
the
sir.
participants.
Thank you.
So, if in case you still are left with some questions, you can send an email to